I'm muted, indeed. Just realized. Didn't say anything spectacular. It's not a beaver, so it's a fake stream, indeed. But it's a fuel stream. Actually, just before you tuned in, if you did not see that, I had a flight in this plane yesterday and filled up and flew for maybe an hour or so. And it was empty when I picked it up now. So I am thinking either I forgot to screw on the caps, or I did use more fuel than I thought, or it's leaking, or it's not persistent. So I don't know. Yeah, I've never had any problems making it work. It works out of the box for me. There are few things that needs to be fixed. Now this shadow is not the plane's fault. That's just X-plane being weird. I think there's some. So, for example, this one doesn't stay on from flight to flight, and I think maybe the fuel problem was some non-persistency thing. Okay, so we have fuel now, so that's good. Have you tried updating in the AFL manager that is... because I tried two different ones to make it work, and I think it was the one in the sim, the one... the AFL updater, wherever it is. Yeah, this one here. I think I tried this one, and that didn't work. The one outside, however, in in Windows worked. So give that a try, because the one in the sim didn't work for me. It didn't take. So anyway, also it has monstrous oil pressure when you first start it, and that's something that probably some configuration that is needed. I think it's mainly instrumentation, because the oil pressure data refs in the sim are apparently reasonable. So anyways, so the plan is I'm at Amarillo Airport. Let me try this out. Right here at Signature. The ramp here. I'm gonna just depart southwest. Just follow the highway as far as the sunset will allow me. Yeah, AFL is it's kind of weird that they are so non-responsive, because what do they do when they are not responding is what I'm curious about. Anyways, let's see here. We've got circuit breakers are fine, and fuel is indeed with just gallons remaining full. So the 40, it was at 40 now. That kind of rhymes with what I had yesterday. So the fuel totalizer here is fine. It's just that the yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna set up this one. Wind is at number 3. That's fine. Set these on. DME on. And transponder is on altitude. Well, it doesn't come on before I start the avionics. Well, you can lead the horse to the water, David, but you cannot make it drink. Okay. Nobody around. Good. Beacon. Fuel pump. And we've got fuel flow, rather. That should do it. And let's see here. Yeah, well, actually, I think if there was one person that could force AFL to drink, it would be you. Let's see here, if I can get this engine to start. See the oil pressure go through the roof here soon. Come on. There we go. Yeah, oil pressure through the roof. It's almost like you're cold starting a radial engine at minus 10 degrees. Anyways, everything else is reasonable for now. Let's see if we can get some charge here. Amps are reasonable, so get avionics going. Okay, sunset is coming upon us. It's gonna be probably something like a 45-minute flight from now on. It's not a long flight. Not that I cannot fly in the dark, but I just want to land before it gets monstrous. By the way, this is I took the newest beta from X-Plane, the beta 0.1.2, whatever it is. Just curious, couldn't help myself. Nav lights. And let's just check that. No, wait a minute. That was the wrong way of going around. That's disabled now. And frequencies are probably already set. So ground point 9 set. Actually, I should be on clearance. Ground 0.65 is set, and ATIS should be on the second radio, so I'm going to put that on monitor.
Viewpoint -6, altimeter 2966, arriving and departing runway 4, visual approaches in use, VFR departure.
So what is that?
Clearance delivery,
Who is...
advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read backhaul runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact, you have information uniform. Amarillo International Airport, ATIS information uniform, 2253 Zulu, wind 360 at 14, visibility 10, ceiling 9,000 broken, 1,000 overcast, temperature 9 or, dew point -6, altimeter 2966, arriving and departing runway 4, visual approaches in use. VFR departures, contact clearance delivery, advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read backhaul runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact, you have information uniform.
Alright, so that's fine. Yes, but I've never had to turn that off before. So let's just have a quick look here before I start messing around more here. Where do I turn off the X-Plane 12? That will be it. Probably. Let's try that again.
VFR departures, contact clearance delivery. Advise
I'm just gonna pretend that that was the correct one. I didn't see that checkbox. Anyway, departure will likely be... Let's just see here if there's any... yeah, 119.5 is going to be the one. I'm going to set that here. 119.5, and I'm going to get a squawk. Probably not anything else. And I'm not going to set up anything on the GPS because I'm going to be flying... gonna lean out here. I'm going to be flying... just following the road. What just happened? My flight plan went away. That wasn't good. That's an annoying thing about ForeFlight lately. Some of these PIREPs, you see this black label on top here. Sometimes they get put on top of the airport click spot. It could be just a couple of millimeters away and it would be perfect, but yeah, so it's been changed. So let's click those around, that's fine. And... okay, uniform, and southwest departure and good runway 4. Let's just see here. Ground... no, clearance, that's what I'm going to be calling. Okay, oil pressure is settling. Good. Ready to taxi then. Southwest departure. And I'm going to take flight following at least.
Ready to attack at reduced speed 250 or less. Just set a maintain 16,000, solid altimeter 3010.
Let's see here. Papa 3 gives me 4,000 feet of runway.
Billings ground, Duke 11141, ready to pick up our clearance at Edwards Jet Center.
Yeah, let me take Papa 3, that'd be fine.
Number 114 on Billings ground, there's nothing on file for you.
Okay, I'll check and see if I got it filed right. If a guy files that with ForeFlight and just files it, you guys should get a record of it, right?
Oh no!
If you're filing via ForeFlight, negative. PilotEdge homepage, top right corner, file a flight plan.
That's not good. He's filing through ForeFlight. That's going to go into the real NAS system. That's, well... Amarillo clearance delivery. Skyhawk 245 Lima Golf. Information uniform. Departure to the southwest.
Number 245 Lima Golf, Amarillo Amarillo clearance departure on 119.5, squawk 0415.
119.5 and squawk 0415. Skyhawk 245 Lima Golf and ready to taxi, and I can take Papa Tree intersection.
Contact ground.
Ah, of course. Skyhawk ground. Go away, he says. Let's see. Set ground, and let's just set tower. Just be ready. 118.3. And I thought I was being efficient. Uh-oh, Skydiver up. Yeah, was that for the ForeFlight guy, or was that for me? Amarillo ground, Skyhawk 245 Lima Golf at signature with uniform, taxi VFR, and I can take Papa Tree intersection.
Number 245 Lima Golf, Amarillo ground, runway 4 at Papa 3, taxi via Papa 3.
Runway 4 at Papa Tree, taxi via Papa Tree, Skyhawk 245 Lima Golf. Let's set the squawk here before I start rolling away here. 0415. Yes, I'm already in trouble. 0415 set, and it's squawking altitude. Good. Taxi lights and parking brakes out. A little nudge of throttle should get me moving. Look at the beautiful sunset already. Yeah, ForeFlight guy, yeah. Come on, let's go. Hello, Sparker in VR. Welcome to the stream. And yes, as much as a glass cockpit lover that I am, I would love an analog Cessna 172, and it's apparently on the way. But AirFoilLabs are kind of cagey and silent about what they do, or they're just cagey and silent.
Tango contact Salt Lake approach 135.5.
Okay, so
Fluxed approach, citation 918 Lima Tango 16000 with information Victor.
Number
Yeah.
918 Lima Tango, Salt Lake approach, thanks for Victor.
the
maintain 13,000.
the older 172 is
Descend
not very useful for me.
918 Lima Tango.
Doesn't work properly with the
Do you have an approach request?
runner
request for
stuff.
ILS 16 left.
Also, this is just
Are
so
you
much more
parking at
detailed.
General Aviation?
We are parking at signature.
Clear.
Alright, let's go
And
for runway
clear.
17. I expect the ILS runway 17.
This is
approach.
Papa
17.
3. This is Papa 3,
is it
even
ILS
though
approach?
scenery
Affirmative,
says
ILS
otherwise.
Runway 17 approach.
Okay, coming up on the runway.
918 Lima Tango.
Am I riding the brakes here? Maybe it's
Billings ground, Duke 11141 at Edwards Air Cadet Center.
I still don't have any routing, man.
Okay, I filed it just a little bit ago. Does that take a little time?
You filed direct. Alright, so direct's not going to be available, and
Oh my.
Portable 180 is also not available.
Someone's gonna
Below
get their
authorization.
behind spanked here.
Okay, so we got a file with route for you.
Yeah, put together a route for me, please, and then an available and appropriate altitude order.
I'll get to work on that. Thank you, sir.
119.5 for departure. And set. Just verify that that was correct. Where is it? There it is. 119.5, squawk 0415. Set. Okay. And we're at runway 4, Papa 3. And
Regular Tango, contact Salt Lake approach 125.7.
yes,
25,
indeed,
7,
I
9,
foresee
Tango.
the same thing, David. Okay, so engine is in the green, so I can do a run-up.
So look approach, citation 901 Lima.
That's within
Tango,
reason.
We have leveling at 13,000.
We're down 18 Lima Tango, Salt Lake approach. Fly heading 120 vectors for the islands, runway 17
All good.
approach, descend and maintain 11,000.
120, 11,000, 901 Lima Tango.
That goes up, that one goes down, up, down, and right, left. Perfect. Amarillo Tower, Skyhawk 245 Lima Golf, runway 4 at Papa 3, ready for departure.
November 245 Lima Golf, Amarillo Tower, left down departure approved, runway 4 at Papa 3, cleared for takeoff, wind 010 at 14.
Runway 4 at Papa 3, cleared for takeoff, and left downwind departure. Skyhawk 245 Lima Golf. Okay, let's just check trim set. Good. Plane is
November 11141.
not happy to
Billings,
roll
ground,
today.
Easy enough. I've got full route clearance for you. Let me know when you're ready.
Uh-oh.
141, we'll work on this just a little bit. I haven't done this before for you. I'm going to see if I can get something that'll work for you.
That sounds good.
Thanks for your patience.
Clear and clear. Good. Let's head out. Oh my, Jesus, what am I doing? That doesn't sound good. That's the crosswind spanking me around here. Lots of right rudder. This airport is not very well laid out in terms of the prevailing winds, because when I flew in here yesterday I also had a bit of a wind situation.
Ready limit Tango, turn right heading 140, descend and maintain 900,000.
It's the VOR station.
901 Lima Tango.
Yes, indeed, he got points for at least giving it a go again, not just letting Marcus do all the work. I can feel the wind changing when I'm flying into the wind here. So the wind is coming from the... looks like it's coming from the northwest for me. So I'm gonna get a crosswind the whole way south here. Oh, look at that! Let's go this way.
Lima Tango is 15 miles from TIFF. Will maintain 90,000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 17 approved.
Into the sunset.
90,000 cleared ILS 17 approach. Citation 918 Lima Tango.
5 Lima Golf contact departure.
Over to departure, Sky Falcon Golf. Jesus. Amarillo departure, Sky 245 Lima Golf, climbing through 4,900.
245 Lima Golf, Amarillo departure, radar contact, resume on navigation.
On navigation, Sky Falcon Golf. Well, at least the beta version of X-Plane is not crashing. No, I did just say that, did I? Well, can I expect a crash then? Of course, the beta gave me double frame rates. I had 60 yesterday, so now I have 120. So with the next beta, I will have enough frame rate to get good use of my 240 Hertz monitor. So that's good. Anyway, let's have a look at what we're doing here. Let's get the map situated. So I'm on my way southwest here, out of the Charlie. Let's see if I can get these maps to split properly. Yeah, that's better.
I've got clearance. Draft November 8 and Tango, looking to pick up our IFR.
So if I just keep on this heading, I'll get to Canyon.
Sorry, last calling was broken.
And at that stage, I will pick up the Highway 60 to the southwest. I'll just fly due southwest and pick up town of Canyon. That's my overarching plan.
Beechcraft November 8 9 Tango. Our IFR
So,
to Vegas with information.
moving
Charlotte.
airplanes to the west.
Marie 99 Tango, press get clearance.
Yeah, you're too much in golf. You need to be more on tower. Yeah, yeah. Also, make use of the towers, not just flying in the bush. Yeah, are you thinking about Western US or in ZLA? Because I tend to favor moderately sized airports that have quite a bit of traffic if I want to place
November 8 Lima Tango, contact tower 118.3.
to stuff my planes.
118.3.
So I like to go to John Wayne. It's cliche, but it's a cool airfield and it's very busy.
Select City Tower, citation 918 Lima Tango, ILS 17.
How about something weird? Like
City Tower, runway 17, clear to land. Wind 040 at 4.
Those airfields close up to Los Angeles, Hawthorne, for example, or Fullerton. Kind of neat little airports that have, or Santa Monica. Oh, that's a nice airport.
Stanza 899er Tango, press get clearance. Clear to the Las Vegas International Airport. Press get 3.
Yeah, Santa Monica, that's a good one. That will allow you to take the
562. Las Vegas VOR.
Las Vegas special flight rules. Los Angeles special flight rules.
Climb and maintain.
And you will be close to everything.
City's departure 133.57. Squawk 5241.
I like
899er Tango is clear to
Riverview Airport.
Break VOR. 562. They get VOR.
I'm not butchering the name here.
On 133.
Riverside, I mean Riverside. Glorious airport, and it's also smack in the middle of all kinds of airspace.
899er Tango, I'm sorry, the transmission is unusable. You gotta fix your microphone before we try that again. Completely broken, unreadable.
Let's see here. I think 6.5 is going to be fine. Set that in my altimeter here, altitude box rather. 6.5, just to have something to work with. Yeah, look at my glorious. What is it? Do I have 120 frames per second?
I'm not sure why that always happens.
60.
Am I good to try again?
899er Tango, I'll tell you what, do me a favor, tune COM 1 and COM 2 to 123.45. Say the alphabet. If it comes through not broken, then come back and try again.
Say the alphabet. That, of course,
Good afternoon, Portland clearance, 22 Mike Romeo.
requires him to know the alphabet.
Go ahead.
22 Mike Romeo's Vision Jet. We're looking for VFR flight following to the north to Seattle at 5,000 with whiskey.
5,000 is an IFR altitude. What's your intended cruise altitude for VFR flight following?
I'm using a non-standard weather right now.
Right. 5,000 is an IFR cruise altitude.
Give me a minute, 22 Mike Romeo.
I think, David, you were right. The cat ratings will be pulled forth. Did I just lose power? Just heard a pitch change. This plane is not performing correctly. I haven't checked the... yes, indeed, Rob. Yeah, there was a couple of days ago, yeah, some other hilarity going on. There was a guy flying into Boise, I think, who had to go missed or go around and just remain in the pattern.
Tango sounds good on my end. If it's still broken, I'm just gonna have to disconnect.
With
Tango, Roger.
a BusyJet or something, and he flew downwind at almost 300 knots, and he got spanked around by a tower because.
Golf is leaving my airspace now. Your radar service is terminated. Squawk and maintain VFR. Frequency change, please.
Squawk and talk VFR Sky 245. Yeah.
Right, Lima Tango, right turn Kilo to signature and monitor ground.
VFR set, and I'm gonna just
Right turn on the Kilo to signature, monitor ground.
squelch COM 1. But I'll keep the approach frequency there. Yeah, he was getting spanked around because he was told to slow down, and he took it from 300 knots down to 260 or something. You know, it's yeah. And he got served a platter full of cat rating once he landed. That didn't happen now, David. That was I flew this plane yesterday, I think, into Amarillo. But on my way, I was listening to a guy in a BusyJet flying to Boise, who had to go missed or go around or something, and he flew the pattern at 300 knots. So Tower proceeded to spank him around and shoved the cat down his throat when he landed. Actually, he got the cat on his base turn, I think. Actually, he didn't even wait for him to land. So he got his number to copy. So to my right should be some stock pens. Can I see those? What would they look like? I don't know what a stock pen should look like from the air. That was wrong. Let's see if our... David, you know what a stock pen look like. They should be right next to a road that is here. I have no idea what I'm looking for. I don't remember. I looked up on the PilotEdge map, and I saw something about something 550. So if that's a number that makes sense, is that a citation or something? But yeah, no, he wasn't VFR, but I think he was flying IFR and basically in visual conditions going around. Eclipse 550, maybe that makes sense. Phenom, well, I have no idea, but anyway, he got his VFR kind of pattern. He didn't go to departure, I think. So let's have a look outside here. Is that a stock pen? Is that what I'm looking at? Right, I'm getting kind of this to my left here. I think this might be the town of what was it? Canyon. Kind of being forced a little bit around here because of the clouds. So not that they are, they're basically see-through clouds. .1x, yes. Excellent. So that's the same deal I had. I'm not sure why it was like that. It feels like the AFL manager in the sim isn't able to update to the newest version. So I was stuck with the old one. But now it works. That's good, because now you can join the fun. This is a fantastic plane. I mean, their customer service is non-existent to the point of being almost a vacuum, but the plane is absolutely gorgeous. And the sounds, the engine sounds, and all the various creaks and buttons and all that is so good. And of course, the systems modeling is fantastic. So, coming up over a dry lake here. Bit of a wet dry lake, actually. And I'm going to go ahead and call this just moisture. I'm not going to call it clouds. I can fly through that. Just want to slant a little bit to the south here, so I can get down to the highway that I'm going to follow. Well, yeah, so the speed in that pattern, I have no idea what kind of plane it is, but whatever it was, he was going for it. Would probably be very stressful if you're on a missed approach or a go around and flying a pattern at 300 knots. It's not very helpful, I think. It's probably not quite the distance I should be from the clouds, because there could be an IFR thing coming through here. And I'm at the wrong altitude as well, so I'm being naughty here. Yeah, I think, but yeah, they also queried Tower rather queried, how long are you going to stay on that downwind? Because he didn't turn his base at 300 knots, so he was able to slow down, but he was almost flying out of the airspace before he was able to get anywhere. It did sound like just a classic, I know some of the procedures, I can do this, and wasn't prepared for the workload. The evening redness in the west. It's, I'm flying away from Cormac McCarthy novel here. Blood Meridian. Yeah, it's now it's more like smoke. It wasn't this weird with my previous version. I think, or maybe I was just lucky with the cloud situation, because, yeah, it's getting there. It's early days, and I remember David said that when the beta first released of X-Plane, that he'd expect 3/4 of a year, maybe a year, before it was actually released, and then they punched out the full release before Christmas. But whatever they call it, it's they're still working on it. So I really don't care. I mean, I think it's a fantastic sim, and it's getting improved. But we have to live with some weird stuff sometimes. This looks more like somebody burning a paper mill rather than clouds. But I, for one, am getting better performance in X-Plane 12 that I got in 11. So, yeah, David, I've heard people talk about that, but I mean, really, do you think people actually buy X-Plane 12 for Christmas? Wouldn't the people who really want X-Plane buy it regardless? Beta or non-beta? I don't really buy that, and maybe a little bit, or they just wanted to get it out and get it over with. There's probably some logic behind it. Yeah, so the cycle that you talked about, that it seems like it's going to be that, regardless of what they call it. So it doesn't really matter what they call it for me, as long as it's getting better. Coming up on Highway 60, or Interstate 60, or whatever it is. I wouldn't have used the beta if it wasn't good enough to be conducive to good, normal flying. If it was just, bug fixing or irritating problems, I wouldn't do it. That's why I kind of stayed away for such a long time with the Beaver, because I didn't want to mess with that. But now that the Beaver is more or less working, good enough for me at least, and I'm happy with it. But there are still things to be improved, of course. Alright, so here we are, following the road, IFR. So let's have a look. Coming up on Hereford Municipal, so you can see the beacon right ahead here. Yeah, that is true. You get the key to the kingdom, both directions. Well, 11 is going to stay installed for me as long as the TBM isn't working in 12. And also, it can be nice to have as a safe haven if X-Plan 12 suddenly goes bonkers. So we're gonna to the south of the airport here are more stock pens. So I'm gonna have a look around here to see if I can recognize what that is. Maybe Benger Air Park is my goal today. Or Hefner. Or Dimwit Municipal. We also got a windmill park to the south here. Indeed, we do. Windmills galore. Yeah, I guess it's probably no reason to take X-Plan 11 completely away, but you can scale it back. Okay, so you're in the deep south here. Oh, this is probably not what you American calls the deep south. Deep south in America is more mid-continent east something. But yes, I'm on my way. This is basically more or less directly towards El Paso. Yeah. Well, Texas is not just Texas. It's also it's a state. But it's not just a state. It's a state of mind. For those of you who have read Preacher, the comic book, that's one of the first quotes. Texas is not just a place. It's a state of mind. Delta Hotel, let's see if I can search for that. Delta Hotel Kilo. Delta Hotel Kilo. What? Ah, Delta Hotel Tango. There we go. Tahart Municipal. Yeah, it's I'm Is it Republic? The Republic of Texas. So after this NOTAM disaster came, this one popped in ForeFlight, which is a gaggle of obstacle light unserviceable. Oh Jesus, what's going on now? We've got turbulence. Anyways, let's have a look at those stock pens. Is this a stock pen? Yes, I have ortho. Or are these stock pens? This is probably more like it. My limited understanding of what that is stock pens are just big areas where they keep beef. Is that correct? Let's see here. So that should be at my 10 o'clock. Yeah, that should be it. Herds of cattle and horses. Yeah, so beef. So that would be this mess. Moo cows. Horse beef. That's a nice thing. You must know. Pigs and goats. Pig beef. Goat beef. Dead stock. Not livestock, dead stock. But anyway, stock pens. So these make sense then, at least. I didn't see any of those back when we came out of Amarillo. But I might have looked at the wrong spot. This looks like a train yard. Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. They will be alive in those. So, supermarkets, that would be the dead stock. Let's see here. So what would be a suitable place to go? So I think, let's just see what the sunset at Benger is. 0006 Zulu. That is 10 minutes ago. Sun has already set, so it's gonna get dark in a hurry here. So I'm thinking Benger Air Park might be my choice. Let's see what they say about that. CTAF 1 to 2.9, that's fine. And runway. Oh, there's got a grass run. Poor asphalt and poor grass. That sounds like my place. Procedures, I guess no TAMs. Comments. Very friendly staff. Bring cash if you want 100 low lead. Well, if I have a fuel leak, I might need fuel there. Oh yes, yeah, for sure. I can go wherever I want, but I just want to land when it's a bit light. So I think that might be the place. Beware of departing runway 4. There are grain silos at the south-southwest, approximately quarter mile to a mile from departure on the runway. Half a mile. Okay, fine. Anything interesting here? Potholes and gravel. Fantastic. Yeah, I'm gonna have a look at the airport and see how it looks. If it's horrifically modeled in X-Plane, I'll just pretend that I didn't see it and go, past it. Then I might go to Clovis Regional. It would be fun to go to Dimvit Municipal, though. But then again, Clovis Regional. Cannon Air Force Base. Now that's a nice sounding place. Benger Air Park. 112. Ugh, good grief. 122.9. $22.9 is set. So switch that over and click on the radio. So anything more interesting here? Okay, we've got stock pens to my right. My 2 o'clock. Yeah, these are not square, but I guess it's the same concept maybe. Oh no, maybe that's it. Yeah, that's it. Livestock. And I'm passing over the town of Summerfield. So this plane is behaving kind of weirdly in that I have to really punch the power to get more than 100 indicated. So it feels like something is draggy. So, and as long as the plane is producing the RPM, it should be with a fixed pitch propeller. It should be giving me the speed that I expect. So there's either something wrong with the modeling, or there's some drag out of the plane, or maybe my CG is, you know, off. I don't think so, but and also last flight I had was the same. And it's not that I'm very heavily loaded. Let me just see if I can bring up that panel. Yeah, you see, well, I'm completely in the middle of CG and weight, so it's not a big factor for that. It sits a bit low on the ground, so I have a feeling that there is something off in the stance of the plane. So maybe it needs an update in that regard. Because this speed is it doesn't rhyme with the RPM I'm seeing. It's a little bit on the slow side. Of course, it is moving slowly over the ground, but that's due to the wind. All the wind. So the closest weather I have is here for the municipal, which I just passed over. Reporting wind 010 at 11, gusting 20. That checks out. I've got the wind from my right here. Altimeter 2972. I'm gonna set that, get that squared away. 72. This one is also very off, I think, yeah. Set. And sky clear 10 miles. 11 dew point -6. Fantastic. Good. So let's see here. I should be seeing stock pens to my left here. I do indeed. So I see something else here. Is that tractors or something? Lights. And yeah, and even more stock pens. I guess this place probably smells. Take the avionics down a little bit here. And next coming up is a little town or township or something called Black, and which got elevators to on the left side. So if I pay attention, I'm gonna see the railroad on the left side of the road here. Seen very close to the road. So over there, probably that intersection there. Yeah, that's where the elevator should be, on the southwest side of the road there. And the air park should be on the other side here. So let's see, it's not lit as far as I can see here. Let's see, pull up the AFD here. Here we have it. Attended daylight hours. Has fuel, so that's good. And no lights. Perfect. So that means I should be getting down rather quickly, because if the sun sets properly before I get there, I cannot see it, so then I have to go to the next one. Anyways, The wind coming from the north means that I would have to be landing at runway 4. So I'm gonna set... let me try something here. Nearest. Is it X-ray 54? Yeah, it is. So I'm gonna take direct to that, so I have it in my plan. And I'm gonna set OBS to the course for the runway. So that I have something to navigate by. Done. There was a trick I learned either from you, David, or from Thomas. Because when I've been flying glass, I've been switching over to switching the CDI over to VOR to be able to adjust the course. Not thinking, of course, that I could just use the OBS mode to get that. And if I have an airport, the destination in the flight plan, the OBS course will also kind of guide me towards the airport, if not the runway. So there's some added benefit of using the OBS mode. So GPS for the win, in at least some instances. Okay, coming up on the intersection here. So the township of Black is this little thing here. Maybe it's down there. No, it should be right here on the road. So it's maybe just this area. There's not even a township, it's just a place called Black. And it's got elevators, and that's gonna be these things here. That one. That's the elevator. Not modeled as such, but that's what it is. I love VFR charts. So much unnecessary details for pilots, but always much fun to look for. So I see the curve in the road ahead of me here. Corresponds to the one right here. And following that light over here at the buildings, that's the town of Friona. That's gonna be kind of, let's see here, it's gonna be left traffic, so. The airport should be somewhere around here, to the north of the town here, northeast of the town. So I'm gonna see if I can find it, fly over midfield and join left downwind. Go in from there. Easy peasy. Airport elevation is 4,000, so I'm nicely on my way down to pattern altitude. And if it feels like the plane is slow, that's true. It is slow, and it's going sideways due to the wind. I don't think I've had ground speed above 100 knots. On my flight yesterday from or towards Amarillo, I had an average ground speed of 74, 5-ish. It was not the most fun. Okay, so here we have the town in front of me, and to the this area should be where the airport is, somewhere around here. It's getting rapidly dark here. Anyway, gotta start calling on Unicom here. CTAF rather. Benger Air Park traffic, Skyhawk 245 Lima Golf is 2 miles to the east. We'll be flying over midfield at 5,500 to join left downwind runway 4. Full stop. Benger. Okay, I see more windmills to the north here. We're not going to be interfering with those. Is that it? That is an airfield, isn't it? Doesn't look very promising, but I'll take it. Actually, it looks just as bad as they advertised. I like it. Benger traffic, Skyhawk 5 Lima Golf, left downwind runway 4, full stop, Benger. Okay, so I have some lights around the area, not exactly a well-lit airfield, but maybe there are windsocks. This looks cool. Basically grass, both, but it's yeah, it's a parallel grass and gravel-ish runway. But it's fine. I'll take it. And Discord is distracting me. Okay, so let's see here. We're gonna have a pretty hefty crosswind here. Actually, it looks like the wind is more favoring landing towards the south here. So I'm gonna consider going around and doing a teardrop to return runway 22. But I'm gonna see how the wind is when I get down lower. Okay, 1 notch of flap. Benger traffic, Skyhawk 5 Lima Golf, turning left base, runway 4, Benger. Okay, mixture is set, not full rich, of course. Benger traffic, Skyhawk 5 Lima Golf, turning final, runway 4, full stop, Benger. Actually, this is a very, very bad approach. So even with the... No, it's a tailwind. Benger traffic, Skyhawk 245 Lima Golf is going to be flying a low approach runway 4 and turn around, coming back runway 22, Benger. Yeah, I have a tailwind. So now I have 115 knots ground speed. Yeah, look at the windsock. It's gonna be crosswind, but it's well, the wind is different over here. Nice. So the wind is different on different places on the runway. That's fun. Yeah, look at the wind pushing the plane sideways here. Anyways, first notch of flaps again. So turning into the wind here. Benger traffic, Skyhawk 5 Lima Golf, turning left base runway 22, full stop, Benger. He does indeed, David. That's the fun. You cannot trust what you see anywhere. You just have to fly what you get. Benger traffic, Skyhawk 5 Lima Golf, turning final, runway 22, full stop, Benger. Okay, so now I have what feels like pretty stiff right crosswind here. Do some cross controlling here. I'm gonna land on the bad gravel runway, or bad asphalt runway. Oh, come on, nose down. Ooh, yeah. Let me get out here. Ah, perfect. This is a perfect parking spot. I like it. Benger traffic, Sky Falcon Golf clear of 22 to the left. Benger. Strobe lighting. Wow. Okay, that was okay, good. Let's have a look here. That was just in the nick of time. Look at that in the distance. What is that ominous building? That looks like a church steeple or 5. So let's just see here. Control. Well, let's just verify. Cycle 3. Control P. I want to have a look at this. This is the flight path of someone flying without an autopilot. For sure. Left downwind and the teardrop. Alright, let's get this shut down. Let's see if the engine stops. I've had a tendency with this particular plane, not the previous airframe I was flying. This one seems to have a problem shutting down. Doesn't want to. And here's another thing that still needs to be updated. Look what happens when I turn on the lights here. Oh, look, it's bright at the roof, but does nothing for this environment here. So it's basically like the panel is like a black body. It just absorbs everything. Anyways, let's see. Transponder is on VFR, so off with the avionics and yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, it could be worse. And ignition off. Out with the key. Taxi light, nav light, begin. Off to the left. And alternator, battery, backup battery, and can put on the night light so I can see without getting washed. It's actually so windy that it doesn't quite want to open the door. That's nice. Guess I gotta better crawl out the other door then. Put on this one. Can I get out this way? Nope. Well, I guess I'm stuck here then. I'm gonna crawl out the window. Does my door need to be open to be able to do that? And here we go. No. Damn it. Come on, let me out. There's a shortcut, I think, here. There we go. Can I shut the window from here? Yep. There we go. So let's put this in. Now you can attest to the fact that I put in this pitot cover, and the next flight I'm sure it will be gone. The mud wasps, the mud divers rather, will have eaten their way through the fabric, and Yeah, I'm gonna check fuel levels. That's a good call. Also, I need to put this gas lock in there. Good call, David. I will do that. Because with this short flight, I might have used, you know, 5 gallons per tank or something. Maybe 7, 8. And I had 53 gallons when I started. So I would expect maybe 45 on each side. That's just that's my hypothesis. $45. Total 45. But no. Yeah. So 22. That makes sense, doesn't it? Actually, that sounds like a little bit too little. Let me just take the normal flashlight here. Ugh. Can't see nothing with that one. Okay, there it is. Now it has used about what would that be? 3-4 gallons on the right side. Sounds a little bit too little, actually. And just about the same there. So everything else is squared away. Now I can take up the loading panel here and see. Okay, there it is. Gallons. 23 gallons on each side. And how much is it when it's full? It's 53 in total. Yeah, 8 an hour. I think that's about what I used. I had pulled the mixture, so I didn't use that much. So that would make it so 53. That's 26, 27 gallons each side. So that means I've used 6 gallons. It doesn't quite sit right with me. Does it? Seems like a little bit too little. Then again, I see that my stream has lasted 1.5 hours, and a lot of it was just faffing around. So it might be just maybe within reason. So, anyways, I'm gonna try see if I can get a nice view of this plane. Can put out the flashlight again. Gonna set myself behind this drum here. Depends on weather and plane. Average 9 an hour. Yeah, okay. So maybe it's not too much off in that regard, but it is not empty, or even close to being empty. But if it is empty, I have some scary barrels here with something in it. Hopefully it's not some weirdo saving up cow manure, or, you know, he's melting dead bodies in acid in those barrels. Because I'm going to put whatever is in there. Skydiver up. Do you use X camera? Cartel acid, indeed. If you use X camera, that's going to interfere with... yes, okay. So, simple solution for that, because I had the problem. If you use X camera, it will not work. But I've just found a simple button in X-Plane menu to turn off X camera when I want to go to the walkaround. And then I bound the arrow keys on the keyboard, but with control. So I hold control and use the arrow keys to walk around with. So it's a very simple simple way of doing it. and then you just switch it back on when you are inside the plane. I tried to bind the keys to other places on the keyboard, and for some reason they switched back or away or got mangled around. So the control arrow key seems to work very nice for me, and it's an easy control manipulation to do. So anyway, folks, thanks for joining me, and for this little simple following highway flight, and probably control arrows, yeah, will work for you as well. Good. And enjoy your now functioning Skyhawk. Don't take my livery though, even though this is the best one. Super Skyhawk, no less. Look at the windsock. X-plane is at this point is very difficult to exit because it just looks so good. Anyways, thanks for joining, and see you again later. Good night and good luck.